Not enough me in this video, frankly, folks, is I think what I'm getting to. What about this guy? You can put my name in a title. I got to get at least a couple minutes. Are you going to clap back? Are you going to do anything? Kind of a big fucking deal around here. And you're not, I don't feel like you're not giving me the respect or the reverence I deserve. And frankly, it hurts. It's really, it bothers me that you're going to put my name in the title of a video and it's not. Come on. Come on. You can do better than this. Step it up. Oh, is this going to be one of these now? Is this going to be one of these now where they're nice? Did this person figure out that my only did this person figure out that my only Achilles heel is if you're nice? Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna end up feeling bad. Oh no. I'll be the first to tell you, I make stupid points all the time. I absolutely care about the money. I do. I absolutely care about the money. Streamlabs.com/Nightwave Radio. And I'm one of those slave owners that's actually nice. You know, like I actually feed and clothe my slaves and I try not to beat them too much. Okay? I'm more of a Thomas Jefferson type. Okay? I'm nice to my slaves. Give them a little bit of fucking, you know, a couple shekels to spend. You know, a little nice shack out in the yard. You know, you fuck them once in a while. But you don't, you know what I mean? I'm one of the nice ones. You should be fucking lucky that you fell into my radar before any of these other fucks. Because other people would be fucking trying to dox you and go after your fucking lives. I'm not doing all that. I'm just making fun of you, goofing around a little bit. So just be grateful. That's all I'm saying. No, I didn't do 2 hours. I think I did an hour. I might have done 2. I don't know. Look, for one, I want to answer that. 1, I am an alcoholic. 2, and even the audience has called me out for this. I have been known to stretch a topic out and milk it to death. I will admit that. I got fucking a lot of time to fill throughout the week. Sometimes you gotta stretch it. You gotta stretch it out. Oh no, this is gonna not go well, is it? Let me tell you something. I'm still to this day pretending to be things I'm not to please members of my family. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hey guys, yes, this is my girlfriend. Yes, she is amazing. Katie, come meet my mom. She's gonna love you. Oh. Yes, she's my girlfriend, and I have sex with her vagina, and I love her. And then you just drop that bitch off, and again, fucking Thanksgiving's over, and then you go and you fucking suck off dudes at the bathhouse. That is what you do if you care about your family. That's my rules. That's Nightwave rules. It's the rules, okay? All right? Who runs Bartertown? This fucking guy, all right? This is Thunderdome. You're being disingenuous. Mersh, stop it. Stop it, okay? I just did an entire segment earlier about what a absolutely top-tier liar I can be. You can't shit a shitter. Mersh, you and me both know what the fuck's going on here. Mersh, you and I both know. You just said it yourself. You're not even a good liar because you said the truth and then followed it up with the lie, which is very weird. No, I'm not gay, Dad. I love football. I love puss. I love crushing puss. You're coming off real disingenuous here. Mersh. Okay, this is what we do on the show. We spot shit like this all the fucking time. And we always fucking spot it. We call it out when we see it. That would be, if you want to, there we go, Scott Vogler. If you don't want to embarrass yourself, some self-awareness would be a great start.
The thing you need to know about me is I'm not the person you probably think I am. There's a few things I want to clear up real quick.
What do you think I think you are? Fucking statist bootlickers. Animal Mother says she looks like Drew Carey ate Mimi. You're being very even-tempered, particularly for a troon. There's the other type of trans person that just wants to wear makeup and get a bunch of attention and cut the line, and because they can't get laid as a guy, they figure being trans is basically like having a cheat code in the video game of getting pussy. That's So you're the latter of the two. Got it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So you're not committed to this. So you're not really trans, is what you're saying. I'm just saying. Nobody wants to be a chick with a dick, right? If you're a chick, can't have a dick. Terry, no offense. I don't mean to sound like an asshole here, but I thought this video was supposed to be about me. And I'm hearing a lot of you in this, you know? You can't you make a video called Dear Mersh, and I'm just hearing you go me, 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 me. A little more about me and me and me and me and me. And here's about me, and here's a little more about me, and here's my background. What about me, Tara? What about Mersh? The guy in the fucking title of the video. I'm not hearing enough about me in this video, okay? There's not enough me in this video. Me, not me, not me, not me. Don't even try to come at me with some 9/11 shit. I will wreck people in 9/11 trivia. All right, that is every person in history has a defining thing that fucked them up worse than anything. Let me tell you something. 9/11 for me, that was the shit that, like, there's no bigger historical event that happened in my lifetime that fucked me up worse than 9/11. It turned me into a goddamn neocon for a decade. Okay? So, just to show you how fucked up I am, trust me when I tell you. To be fair, there was a year or two of doing this where I made no money because I had a dream and I believed in myself and I kept doing it until it grew, and now I make decent money at it. But there's still a level of, like, okay, there's passion in that. I love what I do. I do what I do. This is the way it is. But I also care about the money. If I'm not making a living at this, I got to go back to the clubs. I don't want to go back to the clubs. I will actually, believe it or not, more than likely kill myself before I ever go back to that. So yes, I care about the money. Is it the only thing I care about? No, of course not. But I love doing this. I love doing this because it's what I love doing. I always wanted to do comedy, stand up. Okay, fine, that didn't go the way I planned. Okay, I didn't succeed. People go, "You're a failed comedian." Fair enough. Fine. Did I have a great storied career at it? Probably not. But hey, you guys watched ROTC the other day. Doug Stanhope fucking remembered working with me. Doug Stanhope remembered coming to the after party and watching me headline. So it wasn't just abject failure. Did I succeed at it as a career? No. But I think I made successes along the way. I tried that. I tried podcasting. Didn't work out for many years. Royce and I hooked up. We tried podcasting for years. We had a lot of aborted projects. We had a lot of startups that failed. We had a lot of things that we tried to do. Now, did we want to make a living at it? Yes. A living means making money. So to pretend like you don't care about the money is disingenuous at best. At best, it's disingenuous. I'm long-winded. Another way, you always know when these people don't have any idea about you and your stuff. Like Tara here thought that was gonna be like where we were gonna bond over. Oh yeah, Chris Reagan, that guy is so fucking based.
God, you must think I'm a full-blown spaghetti fest of autism if you think I name-drop Chris Reagan for cool points. God, not even Chris Reagan fans think Chris Reagan is cool. They wrote erotic fanfiction about him and Lacey Green, and I'm pretty sure he gets cucked. So here's the deal, Mersh. You're right, I do talk about myself too much. It's a holdover from when I was younger. I didn't get enough attention. No one loves me. And yeah, I know I'm doing it right now. I am self-aware about it, but just because you know your bad habits doesn't make them just instantly disappear, you know? You gotta work at it, and getting some outside perspective is helpful for that. So thanks. Helps me judge my actions better in the future. But I feel like it's gotta be a two-way street, There's some things about you that could use some work as well, and I feel like I can help. Here is what I know and assume about you, Mersh. For one, you've got a fucking fantastic taste in music. Synthwave is my fucking jam. I was listening to Dance with the Dead while making this video. Carpenter Brett, 2600, Perturbator, Cassette Club, that's my fucking shit. I love your aesthetics. It's very cyberpunk, and I'm fucking psyched as hell for that game. I feel like you're a big fan of 80s cinema, and we could probably talk about that shit for hours, you know? John Carpenter, They Live. Look, I get why you call me a status bootlicker. If you look at this one incident and apply it to my overall politics, it doesn't paint a very pretty picture of me. But I care about people's liberties. I just care about their safety a little bit more. I believe that individually people are smart, but collectively they can be dumb as shit. And sometimes you gotta do what's right for them even if they don't want to. Look, I get why you call me a status bootlicker. If you look at this one incident and apply it to my overall politics, it doesn't paint a very pretty picture. But I care about people's liberties. I just care about their safety a little bit more. I believe people can be smart, but Look, I get why you call me a status bootlicker. If you look at this one incident and apply it to my overall politics, it doesn't paint a very pretty picture of me. But here's the deal. I care about people's liberties. I just care about their safety a little bit more. I believe that people can be smart individually, but collectively they can be dumb as shit. And sometimes you gotta do what's right for them, even when they don't want to. I believe that even a broken clock is right twice a day, and sometimes politicians do have what is best for the public safety in mind. I know you're going to be critical of anything a politician tells you to do, especially when your rights and liberties are on the line, and I'm not telling you to stop questioning that, you know? But let's play devil's advocate here for a minute. What's the worst that could happen if we do go along with this? Like, let's say somehow they do manage to strip liberties long term because of this. How's that going to play out? Tensions are already really fucking high right now. If they tried pulling something like that, it could very well be the thing that lights the fuse on the powder keg that America has become. So personally, I'm all for going the route that saves the most innocent lives, and well, if it causes things to escalate, I do love drama. Mersh, it's hard to clap back against someone that you respect. I know you didn't just fall ass backwards into the position that you have now. I know it took effort, failure, and hard work to get where you are. Stand-up comedy might not have worked out at the time, but I'm sure it gave you experience that's helped you succeed now. And I'd love to hear you do some material sometimes. I'm a big fan of comedy. Lewis Black, Hannibal Buress, Louis C.K. Surprise, surprise, I've got a lot of darkness inside me, and I'd be willing to bet that you're the same. Laughing eases pain, and when you've got a lot of pain inside of you, and you use humor as a way to cope, you're going to wind up with a sense of humor that's far more refined than your average Joe's. And I'd be willing to bet that that's why you're as funny as you are. I know I'm not the first to point out the stereotype of the funny man being sad. Hell, at this point, it's surely more of a law of nature, really. Hell, you've even said yourself that you're depressed, so this isn't really a poignant thing that I'm saying here. But I promise I do have a point. I want you to understand that I relate, dude. You talked about how you'd kill yourself rather than go back to working the clubs, and I believe you and I get it. I'm gonna guess that that was about surviving for you, you know? Life on repeat, alive but never actually living. Nothing you do matters. You don't even know who you are, you're just a drone buzzing along, just doing what you're told. And one day you wake up and you realize how pointless it's all been. You've ate, you've slept, you've worked, but nothing you've done mattered. Nothing has mattered. You've talked, but has anyone listened? Has anyone even noticed you? Does anyone even care that you exist? Fuck, I was talking about myself again. I don't know, maybe you just got tired of dealing with college kids. The point I'm trying to make here is that you don't understand trans people as well as you think you do. Yeah, some of the stereotypes you have are rooted in truth and reality, but the reason things are the way they are more complex than you realize. And it's certainly not as simple as two types of trannies. That'd be like me saying that there's only two types of dudes, those that don't suck dick and those that live stream on YouTube. Am I laying it on kind of thick with a gay innuendo? Yeah, but your impression of a gay dude really tickled me and I can't get it out of my head. I'm going to tell you a bit about myself, not because I want to talk about me, but because I need you to understand how diverse the lives of trans people can be. As I said before, I lived as a dude for 28 years before I came out, and in that time, I had plenty of success with the ladies. Here's a couple gems I found just recently. Here's one of my senior pictures of me reading the Bible. Yeah, don't fucking question me on what Jesus would do. Here's me playing my DS. Yeah, you don't think I crush puss? I absolutely crush puss, okay? Okay, I wasn't exactly a ladies' man, but I wasn't an incel either. Had a good half dozen girlfriends, a majority of whom I'm still on good terms with. I was with a girl at the time when I came out, and we had been together for about 10 months. She was the kind of girl I'd always dreamed about when I was in high school. She was cool, she was nerdy, she smoked weed. Most importantly, she had fat ass tits. She was perfect. And I thought she was the kind of girl who would make me happy, but she didn't. I was still depressed as ever and more suicidal. And I realized that I needed to get my shit together because if things didn't get better soon, the next time things got worse, I was going to take a couple hits of acid and walk out into a forest in the middle of a snowstorm and let hypothermia take me. Long story short, I realized my pursuit of a relationship was just a way for me to experience womanhood secondhand, and if I was ever going to be happy, I was going to have to do it myself. Since then, I've realized that what it means to be a woman is subjective and it varies from person to person. Not every woman prefers having a vag. Some would rather have a dick. You think they enjoy having periods? You think they enjoy always having to sit down to pee? Yeah, the vag is cool and all. This neat little pocket you can store your rock collection in. But, the dick still wins out in terms of utility. Would it have been cool to be born with an innie instead? Yeah, absolutely. But chopping my dick off isn't going to let me bear children. It's not going to rewrite the course of my life. It's just going to make me 6 inches shorter, so what's the point? But that's enough about me, Mersh. Back to you. You know how we talked about earlier how even a broken clock is right twice a day? Well, the inverse is also true. Wait, does that mean that a working clock is broken twice a day? Or that a right clock is wrong twice a day? Or that two clocks are. Look, okay, maybe doesn't make sense, but, Po Buddy's nerfed, and that's the point I am trying to make. Don't assume you're always right, especially when it comes to this stuff. You know, I know me better than you, Mersh. Trust me on this one. Today is Sunday. If I get this done in time, it should be out Monday morning, and so if you're watching this when it's new, there's a good chance I'll be in court right now. I'm hopeful that everything will turn out okay. I have faith in myself and what I stand for, so I'm pretty sure it will turn out smoothly. But if things don't, or if I never see you again, I just want to put this here for posterity's sake. Mersh, I believe you are a good, upstanding citizen and a credit to society. I might not always agree with your ideals, but even I can tell that you are a good role model for your community. I am glad that you are the one who dunked on me because your dunks have been mostly respectful. You haven't relied on the low hanging fruit of mocking my appearance, even though there is plenty of gold to be mined there. The Drew Carey eating Mimi joke is admittedly. You don't bend over backwards to misgender me like Ben Shapiro. You just treat me like a person whose ideas you happen to not like. I just wish that you would realize that I don't represent the things you think I do. I don't have the ideas you think I do. And I wish that you would learn to accept yourself and your love of hairless, sweaty twinks. Have a great one.